We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Eddie James, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a four-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Standing in, Eddie James. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Come on, Slide, get out.
The relay. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat, hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Runner goes for third. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Please leave a couple. Still down 3-0.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Knapp, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Knapp.
And he popped him up. Favre over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Eddie James. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on at this pace, he could end the year with over 75 home runs.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
And I would love nothing more than to see him do it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
So a 3-run shot to right center field, something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season, and the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Now batting, Eddie James, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2. And there he goes toward second. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he will not make it over to third, even on the hit-and-run play, as he's cut down on a super throw from right. And now for Washington, Luis Garcia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Garcia.
This is in the air out to left field. James will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie James. As we mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot, and with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
He just looks so confident at the plate.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
A bullet to first base. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he misses ball 4, so now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. Ready now, Tristan Casas, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here it comes, 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there, as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Kike Hernandez, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies digging in to try it again. Drew Mendoza. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Mendoza.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. James is in his tracks now. 2 gone. Digging in, Eddie James.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And are you kidding me? Another knock. He's now 5 for 5 in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Nationals jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Austin Voth earns his 3rd win of the year in relief.
9 runners on base.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 17, Eddie James.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now batting, left fielder, Jimbo Muzi.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Mendoza is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Terry Bosra.
Lifted in the air out to right. Betts is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. James Norwood enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll...
And that's what he gets paid to do, shutting them down for another save. That's an even 100 for his career. So congrats are in order. I'm sure he's going to tuck that ball away and put it in his trophy room.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Washington jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
No errors. They left 12 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
James is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. At the plate, Eddie James. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Throw into second.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
Third baseman.
Digging in, Alec Bohm, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. And a dive, but he's back.
Hey, stay hard, stay hard.
And again a throw, runner back safely. James leads off first with 1 away. And again a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there.
Hey, your pitch, drive it deep, huh?
Another throw over and the runner back. And yet another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners off for second. Skied into straightaway right. Durbin is there, 2 down. So here's Trey Mancini. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Come on.
And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Dero. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
The first baseman.
At the plate, Tristan Casas. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Some more of second inning ahead from Cincinnati, but first, here's Heidi Watney with more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
So stepping in, Lewin Diaz. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him.
Diaz.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on to this pace, he could end the year with over 7 high and deep to right center. Back goes Taylor, still going back.
Gone. Big dog's gotta eat.
Solo shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Phils have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs. That was an absolute bullet to dead center. What an impressive swing.
So here now's the pitcher, Henry Espinoza. The 0-1 pitch.
Espinoza.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that is off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second.
Striding in once again, Drew Mendoza, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Mendoza.
The 1-2. This is in the air out to left field. James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. So striding in, Carter Kieboom, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Wheeler pauses. Here he comes 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready once again, Eddie James. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Ready for another shot now, Drew Mendoza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Mendoza.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Into the box, Carter Kieboom. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here now the 2-2. In the air now out to left field. James is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And he will thankfully make it back to second as he almost got caught out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Chasing for Washington. Number 50, Mookie.
Fly ball to straightaway left. James will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. Only one in the. In now, Eddie James. As we mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot, and with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
He just looks so confident at the plate. Knocks a donut off the bat every time on the on-deck circle and strides to the plate like he owns it. Wouldn't be shocked if he got into another one.
Line drive, base hit to right.
There you go. Find the ball. Find the ball.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
the third baseman, Alex.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
8-5 tonight. The Nats jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Austin Voth wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Sam Tuivalala wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Striding into the box, Eddie James. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This is you.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0. And he's safe.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alec Bohm. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. He's set. Here's the 3-2. In there. Now the throw. And he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie James. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on to this pace, he could end the... He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will get there to make the running play. And Phillies down in... Striding in now for the Nats, Lewin Diaz. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. This is hit the other way out toward left field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as you see there, his total places him second on the Nationals in that category. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one.
So coming to the plate, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alec Bohm. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. And he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2. Weak roller right side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Settling in now, Trey Mancini. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Runner's on his way to third. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Lucius Dupree. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Stepping in, Eddie James. He singled his last time up.
Eddie James.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this one bounds around against the wall. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. And he'll be tagged out.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Spencer Howard earned his 9th win of the year. Jose Arena pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Michael Fryman closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon.